I could feel my heart sinking and the Can-Am sinking at the same time.
The next thing that went through my mind was remember where he is, because he's going to be on the bottom when you get to him.
After 2 failed attempts already, Noah now faces a monumental challenge. Mouse spots a bodyboarder in trouble.
There's a bodyboarder to her south end of the bank. Mate, she's freaking out, eh, bro? Oh, no. Late rescue. He's going the complete wrong direction.
A good Samaritan beats Noah to the woman.
A fellow bodyboarder went out and just threw her onto a wave. She's stoked about the bloke. She's not even speaking to Noah.
I got heavily brushed. She was panicking, and then that local boogie boarder came out and helped her. Then got brushed.
Hoping for a second chance, Noah doesn't have to wait too long.
Clinging to a board with that little right-hander is...
Noah's on his way in, mate.
Noah's just gone out and he went for the wrong colour. It's like he's coming in empty-handed. I think Noah's gone out for the rescues and hasn't ended up doing one of them, so I think he's a little bit disheartened, but you got to be tough on the young fella.
I was brushed again. I've been brushed for 4 weeks straight. Haven't done a rescue. It's been very sad. I'm well and truly ready. 3rd time's lucky, maybe, or maybe I won't get brushed.
Late afternoon, and 2 people are spotted struggling against a rip.
There's a woman and a small child, which doesn't look good. Central to Noah. Mate, I reckon you're in here. There's a child and a mother.
After 2 failed attempts already, Noah now faces a monumental challenge.
This is gonna be like a wake-up call for him.
I might need that. He's got the kid.
Because he's new, right? Those would have been missed if you guys weren't looking.
With the child safely on his board, Noah guides the woman back into shallower water.
Could have been potentially a lot worse.
The woman is the boy's babysitter.
Yeah, we just drifted away because the current's very strong, so I couldn't really hold him. Besides that, yeah, he just pulled us out, so that was really great.
For 17-year-old Noah, it's a much-needed vote of confidence.
He didn't panic, which is probably the most important part of this job. Being able to stay calm and cool under pressure. Good result. Good job, young fella. That was good work, mate.
Pecking order, buddy. You're at the very bottom. When the conditions are rough and dangerous, these are sort of our best kind of conditions to go out there and train.
It's exciting, really. And when it's big, I like to get out there and just charge.
Traditional thing, I suppose. Box and I have been doing it for years.
Well, let's get everything out, ready to go.
Everyone knows that it's coming on. We could do some amazing rides today. Should be good.
I'm sucking the towel with Terry and Bacon, and I'd wish to go out there.
I just want to catch up just one wave or 1 or 2 waves at a time.
Poor old Tark's dream's been shattered because he probably won't get that majestic big wave that's reeling off inside his head, so he's down in the dumps.
You can go out there on your lunch break at like 2, 3.
There's not enough time. Mate, you can take half an hour just to get away with it.
Mate, you know what the sad thing is? Sometimes you've got a job and you have to... It's your responsibility now, your job. It's a pecking order, buddy. You're at the very bottom. Tarko's conduct of late has got him in a bit of strife, and he's now across the road with the bosses.
Tarko as a trainee has been an interesting ride. His water skills are great, but outside of the water, he seems to struggle in other areas.
Tarko's come to work late a few times.
I was about 30 seconds, 1 minute late, and these guys are just hammering me.
Tarko kind of just like sitting in the tower, waiting for his lunch break to go surfing. Tarko just nosedived and nearly killed someone.
But he is known to eat 8 sandwiches at once, and then he's too full to go out and work.
Tarko, I think if you're on your radio, sit on the radio.
It was on the roof, but I can't end. The radio's on the roof.
You've got to realise the onus is on you to prove to us that you're good enough to do the job. So
Taco, now's your time to step it up, mate.
As a trainee, you just got to do whatever you can to impress the boys, basically. Otherwise, you get the cut, you don't get the job. Right out there.
Yeah, get ready.
We're doing at the back. If you can hear me, if you're in trouble, put your hand up.
The girl just sort of appeared quite far out and it's really dangerous. There's a big swell on, you know, so people weren't going too far off the shore break, but somehow this lady just got out there. Before we knew it, she was right at the back and she was in trouble. Yeah, boys, you're gonna have to go. She's hanging off the guy's surfboard. The guy's just paddled out. Mate, just hug the flags as much as you can, even come on the other side of the flags.
Yeah, those guys out the back, if you can hear us, there is a lifeguard on the way. Just sit tight.
It was a big day at Bondi. We had 6 to 8 foot surf coming in, and doing a rescue in that bigger surf's hard because there's just no break in the waves. You just got to keep punching over, and then hopefully get a break to get out there. It's not easy. Go, Taco.
It's too dangerous to be swimming. We're currently executing a rescue at the back of the flags. Come back into shore, we're going to move the flags up the beach.
But I'm nervous that I can't get out the back because the waves are too consistent, they're too big, and no matter how hard I try, I'm not going to be able to get her. She's too far out and the rescue boards just simply can't get out there. And so basically I'm paddling, I get a good break in the waves, I got a good lull, and I just pinned it out the back and I made it. Sakura is from California and she's in Australia on holidays. We were getting drifted down south and that was way too big down there to bring her in, so I started paddling up north a bit where there was less rips and stuff, and then there was a break in the sets and I started paddling to the impact zone. I look back and there's sets coming, just like, oh my gosh, just please do not screw this up. I just want to basically impress Hoppo and all my other team leaders.
Comes a set, look at this fish.
And I just don't want to nosedive or lose her on the board.
So he does.
I just had a big smile on my face going, oh, thank you. It was a successful rescue and big swell.
It was a bloody good effort by Taco. He tackled it well, he got that little window and squeezed through, and he did a champion effort coming in.
Thank you.
Look at Taco, he's got the biggest smile on his face. Good old school board rescue. A lot of guys would have raced down for the ski in the water, you reckon? Good, I love it.
Well, that was the most awesome way to ever get rescued, I have to say.
He's had his grumpy little head on all day because he didn't get to go surfing, but he's done rescue of the day, probably maybe one of the rescues of the year so far, I don't know. I don't think any of the boys could have done better than that. Proud.
Yeah, Tark. Yes. Good rescue, mate. That's a good one.
Mate, I thought I was going to get smashed on that set. I was like, oh, he would go.
We lost you in the foam and you just popped out.
I was more scared of not making it out the back.
Yeah.
Thought I was just going to get hammered trying to get out. Yeah, I'm stoked with that rescue.
You're definitely in contention for the best rescue. You're leading the service so far. We're about halfway through the season and you're on the top at the moment. Good work, Taco.
Cheers.
Are you going to be an idiot or are you going to like try and see it? If you want to do this, I'll argue with you outside of work, but mate, we've got a job to do here.
Jake was on the jet ski and I was in the tower and Mario was on the sand. We had a swimmer that was in bad shape and going under, and the call was made from Mario to direct Jake to pick up the patient.
Jake, can you come back, please? Come back here, the middle set of flag. Here.
I started calling Jake on the ski, and he wasn't too far from where the swimmers were getting adrift.
Jake is having trouble following Mario's directions.
Here, in front of me.
He keeps saying here. He doesn't know where here is, you know what I mean? Like, he can't say here on the radio.
Lifeguards often use the walkway ramps along the beach to identify their positions. First, second, third and fourth ramps are key landmarks.
Me being in the tower, I thought it was my duty to help direct him as best we can. And I sort of came in over the top and tried to help. Jake, if you can just go to... yeah, just in front of you there.
No side of the flags, here.
With every passing second, the swimmer gets closer to drowning.
Yeah, just tell me where you are. I've been with those people, they're sweet. Here.
Yeah, I said here, so he couldn't understand where it was.
The problem has already drawn in 3 lifeguards, then another.
Mario, fourth ramp. You're in front of fourth ramp.
Mario's got to learn to go by ramps. Anyway, Mario had said to him a couple of times over the radio, here, and Jake got really confused.
You got to give me a location, Mars, so I know where you are. I said north side. No, you didn't.
I'm a bit bad at the moment.
Finally, Jake locates the swimmer.
Mario came up to the tower and I said to him, "G'day, Muzz, how's it going down there?" And he was quite annoyed.
Yeah, bro, you
He's really fired up and really angry and just kept going at me.
It was actually the one you called. It was that one over there. On the
where he was when I said to him, in front of you there, because he was coming past the flag.
No.
Yeah, I knew where you were looking, mate. I was looking at it. Whatever. You were saying here. You can't say here on the radio. He doesn't know where here is.
Yeah, but
he doesn't know where you are.
I know, but you did the same, and then at the end I said not there. I said on the north. On the north side. Mate, I said, and then he went to do the rescue.
Mate, he was heading down this way.
I don't agree, bro.
Well, I don't agree either because...
Yeah, so whatever.
There was no one in this hole.
Yeah.
Under the circumstances, we were really stressed. We were really under pressure down here and tempers sort of frayed. And, you know, I think Mario probably needed to vent and I was in the firing line and then, of course, because I was under stress too, I probably vented back.
Are you going to be an idiot, or are you going to like try and see? Are you going to fire up and get angry, or are you going to work as a team here and say? Yeah, work as a team, bro.
New Year's Day is the most confronting and challenging day on the lifeguard calendar. It's no time for division in the service.
You can't say here on the radio. It was a fact. You're right in front of me. I've got people to watch here. If you want to do this, I'll argue with you outside of work, but mate, we've got a job to do here. Yeah. If you want to carry on like a 2-year-old. I'm not carrying it like you are 2 years old. Because
tantrum over nothing, mate.
Get over it. No,
we're a team down here, mate. We don't pick each other up on small little things.
No, it's not little things.
Mario and Singlets have another 9 hours working together before the day will be over.
What the man? I don't need these things.
5:30 p.m. and lifeguards are holding on desperately until pack-up time at 7. The conflict remains unresolved, but the pair must continue working together. In the tower, Maxi notices 2 swimmers being swept off the sandbank outside the middle set of flags.
There's 2 out there, further out, where the jet ski is trying to do that rescue.
On the jet ski, Mario is already midway through another rescue. So Singlets leaves his post at the north end to cover.
You might have to go for those 2 if the ski's busy.
Yeah, I'm on my way, man.
Yatesy arrives from the middle set of flags on foot. In the swirling rip, bobbing amongst the crowd, these 2 swimmers could vanish without a trace.
When we got out there, it actually resembled like, you know, whitewater rapids. There was so much water moving and there were waves coming from the side and the front. And situations like that, it actually gets really dangerous because you can lose a patient quickly too.
Finally, Mario arrives on the ski. There's no time for arguments now. Two young patients are safely on Mario's rescue sled. But behind him, a 3rd person is in trouble.
Just to the jet skis, right? It's just that lady going under.
I took a few of them on the ski and I could see Singlet and Yeti paddling out.
When we got out there, I remember just looking around and going, wow, there's just heads everywhere here.
Another capsize on the jet ski now could prove fatal.
There's about 10 rescues going on, out of the water.
Further inshore, Yatesy rescues a 4th swimmer.
Wait, jump on, mate, wait. Hold on.
The overloaded jet ski has already capsized today, Singlets backs up Mario so it doesn't happen again.
Give you one. Come on, give me one. I'll take one.
My priority was to try and alleviate Mario's situation and get him clear so he could drive away and take some weight off the side of the jet ski. Yeah, it was crazy. There was just heads everywhere. We didn't really know who we were going for. When we get out there, we just kind of grab everyone, really. It was crazy. It was a mass rescue sort of thing, so it's just full on. It's chaos out there.
Up in the tower, Mario and Singlets have some unfinished business.
Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Hey? 2015? Job done. Come 7 o'clock, we sort of crossed paths and we glanced looks at each other and then just gave each other a big hug. Come on, baby, you know I still love you. Hey, you know I still love you. And you know, it was all okay. Job that live. Ciao, Bella!
Yeah, he's done a good nosedive.
Mate, you've got 2 guys in the ramp.
They could be lucky. It kind of like flashes and pulls out and it backs off.
They're in a terrible spot. I'm gonna go for a paddle.
They're not coming out for a paddle.
Yeah, copy, mate. Chapo's going to go out there, paddle, see if they're all right.
These boards aren't designed to go through or under big waves. It makes our job more difficult to get out there, but we do a lot of training on them.
Hey boys, you alright?
We often get a hand from the board riders. The surfers know when the surf's bigger that a swimmer out of their depths, they're not going to get back in. If they see somebody in trouble, they'll go and ask them, are you okay, mate? Do you need a hand?
Mate, there's a bit of a set approaching. We've got 2 guys in the rear. Chapo is got one on the board, and the other guy's just hanging onto a leg rope of a surfer.
Just in case something else happens and worst comes to worst, you can paddle back out.
It'll be good watching them come in.
Getting back in, you have to be wary of sets coming and breaking on you.
Missed that one.
Because you've got somebody who is not a good swimmer, and the last thing you want to do is throw them over a big set head first into the sand.
He could be on for a wave on the head here. Yeah, he's done a good nosedive.
Sending someone down the mine is basically throwing them over a dumping wave head first into a sandbank.
Yeah, it wasn't the textbook rescue. He had a bit of a nosedive, lost his patient, but good result in the end. He got them all back in.
We got smashed.
Good workout.
I got nosedived down at the mine. And he's gone.
He made it back.
He made it back.
I don't think he's going to thank you, though.
Yeah, why didn't he thank you? Saved his life.
Need these swimmers to return to shore. And bodyboarders without flippers, please remove yourselves from the water.
I saw somebody who needed rescuing, so I went out.
Today, thank you.
Yeah, here we go. This is Chapo's chance of redemption, round 2 on the nosedive. But conditions have not eased up at all. He's facing the same task as he had before. It's not easy. I reckon he could be going 2 from 2. It's going to be in the back of his mind. He's going to know everyone's watching even more than the last one, so we'll see how he goes.
Yeah, we got Chips out the back here, trying to redeem his earlier nosedive, and he's in an even more tricky spot now, but we'll have to wait and see. It should be interesting.
The ride back was a lot more cautious, so I just kind of kept asking surfers whether there were any sets coming, and I just calmly paddled him in through the break.
Half a foot wave.
Sweet. He's managed to get inside the break and made it.
I think he was pretty chuffed with himself when he got back to shore because he knew the banter would stop for a while, so you're only as good as your last rescue. I think he should go again just to make sure. He's only 50-50 now. He needs to get his odds up.
The next thing that went through my mind was remember where he is because he's going to be on the bottom when you get to him.
Give me a step.
Launching the jet ski usually takes 2 people, but Ryan decides to attempt it on his own.
The rationale is just to, make the job as easy as possible and alleviate a bit of need for manpower.
Without a helper, Ryan reverses the buggy a little deeper than usual. As Jethro searches the water, Ryan's one-man jet ski launch hasn't gone to plan.
That's ridiculous. The young guys, a big job comes in, they like to rush. There's no thinking, it's getting done quickly. And this is a problem, this is when trouble happens.
Because it was just me and Jethro, I didn't want to have to be stuffing around with it, so tried to get it, nice and deep.
Ryan gets little sympathy from senior lifeguards.
What happened? Did it break down or he just got bogged?
No, he put it in, just got bogged.
That was the worst launch I've ever seen.
On this occasion, I could feel my heart sinking and the Can-Am sinking at the same time.
Yeah, so we got 2 young lifeguards. They're trying to impress. And they took on a solid shore break at dead high tide and they just come off second best.
So I called for Mouse and, I was stoked to see him.
Ready? I was like, this is heavy. We've got a heavy situation here.
A 6-foot swell and an incoming tide don't help Ryan's hopes for a quick recovery of the $20,000 buggy.
Overriding emotion was I'm in the shit.
I mean, you would never think that it could be possible, but the waves and the ocean is so powerful. Like, it's totally capable of, literally sucking the buggy right into the water and not getting it out, ever. And it was on the way. I honestly thought we were going to lose the buggy. The waves were going to keep coming and the tide was coming up, and we just did not have a very big window of opportunity here.
As the waves were hitting it, the engine was still on, so it was doing pretty well, and then Mouse got in the driver's seat and this wave just come over the back.
That's it, it's dead, mate, it's dead.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's dead.
And the engine cut off, and I knew I'd stopped it then.
The buggy is at risk of being completely swallowed by the tide. Mouse calls for community assistance.
Luckily, Chapo was there on his day off, and I just recruited 2 other blokes that were watching, and we just all got behind it.
Can you help us push this car out? Can you help us? All these guys are going to help you push it. Yeah. All right, ready?
This isn't a rescue which lifeguards will proudly record in their daily report. And the flooded buggy won't be revived either.
Dead. Brown bread, mate.
Instead, it'll be sent for intensive care at the mechanics.
The jet ski's going to have to stay in the water now because we got no buggy.
Unfazed by the experience,
At least we got the jet ski out.
Ryan feels there's some positives.
Jet ski got in the water, that job got done.
Ryan's part of Gen Y, and Gen Y know everything. You can't teach him.
Oh no, that's at least 6 weeks of cleaning the tower.
For the rest of the day, I was a bit, a bit bummed, a bit deflated. It was my first big stuff up, and it was a day ruiner, that's for sure.
Ryan is now determined to redeem himself in front of senior lifeguards. All he needs is the right opportunity.
Hey, Central to Mouse, can you go down in front of the tower?
At first, we didn't think it was that serious, just, stock standard move along. Yeah, that one.
The situation quickly changes when the man loses his footing and lifeguards realise
Get ready.
he can't swim.
Hey, Mouse, he really needs to go, mate. This guy is fully under.
Go, for sure.
To be honest, I didn't actually see the guy. Mouse just told me to get ready to go.
Yeah, go, Ryan. He's struggling, mate. He's struggling.
As soon as I heard Mouse in the megaphone, my heart went into my mouth. I was like, oh.
Oh, mate, he's proper.
Bouncing off the bottom, the man uses his hand to signal his location.
The waves were just hitting him and just smashing him around and just, I guess, knocking the wind out of him.
Soon, the water will be too deep for the man to break the surface with his hand.
Fully needs to go, mate. Oh, he's bouncing off the bottom.
I was paddling as fast as I could to that hand, but it felt like time was standing still.
Oh, mate, he's gone.
Life and death is now a matter of microseconds.
The next thing that went through my mind was remember where he is, because he's going to be on the bottom when you get to him.
He wasn't coming back up, he was gone. And yeah, Ryan just got there just in time.
Ryan has just a matter of seconds to secure a hold on the exhausted man.
He looks up, he's got a 6-foot wave about to break right in front of him. What do?
That's when I ripped my gear off because I just thought this wave was going to separate him.
Oh, hold him.
I just saw the wave and white-knuckled holding on. It was as hard as I could hold on.
Mate, that was the heaviest thing. I thought that guy was going to die in front of our eyes then.
Rio is a 22-year-old law student from Japan. Without Ryan, he would have definitely drowned.
So scary. I thought I'm dying now, so I asked help. I don't know what happened to me. Sorry.